Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on road to Tunis. In the west it is Cavalryriflemen. They're fighting for the Deutsches Afrika, the German army here with the 21st Panzer Division, supported by local Italian elements. In the east it is Ray fighting for freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with the 1st Armoured Division under the hot desert sun. We got a scout raft start here out of range stuff. We're not seeing any early engineers, which typically tend to be very popular, I feel like, in USF metagame. But bikes and Bezier here for Cavalry, definitely aiming for a fast and aggressive opener here. Certainly also makes sense for this map in particular. As always, big hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters for continued generous and absolutely wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big hearty thanks to the commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithm. So second round squad for Ray. We got advanced infantry, we got armored battle, we got airborne here, by the way. So certainly a few choices here, certainly quite a few powerful strategies here that Ray could go for against cavalry riflemen here up north. Bikes and Bezier keep at it. We'll be seeing more Bezier, will be Panzer Grenadiers, more bikes, and there we go. We do get more Bezier out here for cavalry. There definitely seems to be a slight surge, I feel like, lately in the Italian combined arms infantry sort of battle group choices there. So we'll have to see the Rouse Squad between the Bezier here doing some damage. Force them back. East side, we've got Rouse Squad coming in there. Rouse Squad advancing.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
North here, we got the Rouse Squad fighting up to the bike. Bit of lighter skirmishing, bit in south side here as well. Bezier rushing forwards. Scouts about to clash with them, they're not careful. Third route going in there for Ray. Typically, though, you'll see after two Bezier squads like this, they'll tech up then, go for the light support company, maybe go for Assault Grenadiers, the Panzerjägers, or, you know, an MG34, for example, here. We'll, of course, have to see if that is what Cavalry Rifleman does. And yes, pretty much here on the money. Panzer Pioneers bomb the scouts here further south. You know, the aggressive capping order here towards the fuel point, partly I think obviously secure, but also denied and make it harder for Ray to secure, for example. But for up north is where most of the fighting so far is here, with Ray having pretty much possessing two rival squads up north here. The one is definitely not doing too well here. Light support company done there for Cavalry and the German army. Grenades here for Ray. Obviously good pick in general, but also in this case there's the DAK, you know, in case of fast 250 half tracks, for example. Anti-tank grenade could be the way to ensure you don't get completely bowled over. Ambulance away from very early on for Cavalry, and again a lot of wounded infantry. Obviously want to keep them alive. Got the victory point in the south here so far. Overall, pretty aggressive and strong opening here from Cavalry, obviously leveraging the speed and aggression here of the DAK quite actively against Ray. And obviously in some regards the capping order has been exceedingly aggressive, which does mean some of the map controls have not quite been as fully connected there. That of course is worth pointing out. Ambulance healing up here, the Bezieri. We got the Bezier bolts as well, of course, for an extra guy in the squad. North here, Rival Squad's busy there as well. Ray, of course, quickly back to the field. We got a 4th Rival Squad with some very infantry ability. Certainly has me thinking this could be advanced infantry, like maybe sneak some of them into Rangers. That could be a very big possibility here. Up north, back there versus the Rival Squad. Got Veterans 1. Another Bezier squad out here for Cavalry Riflemen. And certainly versus this many Bezier Rangers could be a very strong choice. Riflemen closing in. Up north here, we got Rival Squad being fired up by Soul Sides here. Taking a fair bit of damage, being bled out. Panzer Pioneer closing in there in the center. We got south there. We got scouts basically Bezier going for the fuel point right outside Ray's base. Aggressive place there. We got the support center going up here for Ray, who continues to keep the cards closed. I just go straight past the fuel. We're going to go for the cutoff point. And fighting here does not go well there for Cavalry Riflemen. Up north here, Rascal pushing it, getting focused on from Soul Sides here. Low and healthy. There's a good chance we could see some wipes here. Rascal pushing forwards. We're not seeing much of the Cavalry otherwise besides those 3 Bezier squads and the bike so far. Infantry support center right around the corner for Ray. What will be next? Who knows? And there, good cut-off one exposed here. We got the scouts going to go straight forward, even as the majority here of Cavalry forces are busy around here. Good push there. Got the fast support elements up here. Bike being repositioned. Panzer Pioneer moving up. really aggressive push by Ray, and it's definitely putting Cavalryriflemen in a bit of a twister. Dickinson doesn't have, say, access to a machine gun. He could, of course, be planning to head up for the flak feeling, but the problem is the capping order there does kind of mean, you know, that Ray's map control has been able to, like, you know, shut down a lot of the fuel income here. This is the scouts, though, almost taking out the bike, though. Flamethrowers up here for the Panzer Pioneer, the Flammenwerfer. We got Captaining up there with his Browning light machine gun. South side here, Ralph coming in as well. Enforcing, healing. Can soon go for the Bredas. Panzer Pioneer taking massive casualties here. And we got the motor pool here for Ray. Could also be, of course, armored battle group still, but there's part of me that kind of can't help here. That, you know, with all this rifleman, advanced infantry could be a possibility here for Ray. But again, armored here, still a very big possibility. And of course, could also still be airborne. I mean, basically all routes here open in a sense here for Ray. Reinforcing, got multiple up here. One thing that is worth noting, of course, is Ray doesn't have a medical station up yet. There's no way of healing men or, you know, getting casualties, you know, recovered. This does mean Ray's obviously going to bleed a bit more, and this could prove to be a bit of a dangerous element here of Ray's current strategy. There's going to be heavy attrition, a lot of losses, like, you know, looks like Ray will be sending in a Ralph squad there, pretty much almost half health there, so definitely some potential, like, you know, there for just further bleeding there. And we do get on. We got veteran crews. We got the M31 recovery vehicle. No rapid deploy. We'll have to see. And again, note Ray's capture order here. In this case, just very aggressive, going straight for the fuel points. Again, has two functions. A, of course, it threatens the fuel, but also B, it kind of draws away Cavalryriflemen's forces away from the front line. And suddenly, again, they're much further away, so they have to deal with this. Obviously, this also means the retreat path here is much longer if things go wrong, so this is not without risk either. Panzer Division arriving here. Ray going for the Greyhound no matter what, come hell or high water. Obviously, Panzer at the half-track, great for dealing with light vehicles to an extent, but less great was the Ralph squad. Up north here, bike being pushed back, and around here, Ammon's actually got pretty up there in the Ray's face as well there for some reason. South side here, mechanized forces pushing ahead here. 21st Panzer Division, 3rd Panzer Grenadier Company doing its part here. And then we got the Breda Model 30 there, light machine gun. Bersaglieri. A rather over-engineered light machine gun with a larger degree of flaws. And there we go, we actually got War Machine to make the ground even cheaper there for Ray. Thumbs up. That's your recharging forwards here. No, oh, there we go, we do get one Breda. In fact, two Bredas on the way here for Cavalryriflemen. That's only two squads, which would actually have been roughly close to an actual squad of Bersaglieri, would in fact have had two light machine guns. I suppose that's like an advantage. I guess even the machine guns were crap, they did have two of them. Yeah, it was a rather unique design in a lot of ways. For example, it had a fixed magazine on the side, and he sort of fed it stripper clips. That said, if the stripper in the magazine broke, because again it was like an external magazine, you know, the entire light machine gun just kind of stopped working entirely, particularly because of side mounts. You couldn't like rely on gravity to help you out either. There's a light machine gun with many flaws. But there you go, almost got Ralph clear, punch ready, but there you go. Grant appears around the corner, slams in the 250 half-deck, forcing here Cavalry to withdraw here. Bersaglieri there now being hounded, Graham goes in aggressively, and of course that is one of the greater weaknesses of the Bersaglieri. They do lack any anti-tank grenades. Panzer is advancing there, getting blasted with the Greyhound, fires their Panzer Books at the Greyhound. Engineers on there for Ray to repair his Greyhound and also like lay down some mines. Up north here, back force back, threatening the fuel point there, but now obviously of course Cavalryriflemen much more control of the map here. And this rate is not far away from getting the 3rd Bersaglieri squad also equipped with the Breda. Of course, one thing worth noting, going to go for this mini Bersaglieri, in particular with the bolster. I would strongly recommend veteran squad. It definitely helps them out a lot there, makes them significantly better, in part because A, they're going to get just a bit harder to kill, but also crucially, they're going to gain experience faster. They can actually hit Veteran 2 and Veteran 3 at a reasonable pace. Otherwise, they do veteran job incredibly slowly. Cavalryriflemen, though, pushing ahead for the Panzer Company. Thumbs up, like the 8 pence for the out here. Which typically happens with these kind of builds. In my experience, you know, you go for, in the end, Trill Bezieri, maybe some Panzerjägers. You try and rely on just the initial on-surge of, the infantry's aggression on the bike to gain early map control, and then just use that to rush ahead for the Panzer IIIs. It's a reasonably effective strategy if you can get it to work. Of course, if it doesn't work, you're typically in a lot of trouble, but particularly on a map like this, you can typically make it work very well. Of course, Ray, I think, is doing quite a good job countering the strategy, making it much harder for Cavalry, of course, just make the brash strategy work out. But against a less experienced player, this would have been a much more advantageous situation for DAK right now already, I think. Third squad, they've been equipped with the Breda Modello 30. There you go, Panzer Company, or Panzerarmee Kommando. Up there for Cavalryriflemen, could go for Panzer IIIs. Could go for the Stukas first, the Flak 36, though I think a Flak 36 for the Greyhound is a bit overkill, a bit much. But a Panzer IV is going to be good as the infantry and the Greyhound. Of course, Ray will likely respond to that with Chaffies. That said, fuel-wise, there's definitely some challenges here, and also went for the Bars right now, which of course is great for the rifle squads, but does mean, again, counters that are mobile to the Panzer III will be further in between. It's not all smooth sailing here for Ray, potentially. And of course, one thing worth noting is Ray is significant behind the victory points right now. Meanwhile, Cavalryriflemen has still 500, so there's definitely some major challenges for Ray going for the anti-tank, obviously anticipating a Panzer III most likely, or possibly like, some Italian armor, but again, if you sort of like go by most, shows a typical build with this strategy, again, you're typically looking at a Panzer III rush. Mines that are being spotted here, but good work there again, laying down multiple mines there by Ray up north, 2 thumbs up, got plenty of missions for it as well, so laying down a lot of mines is a really good idea. Well, Panzer Pioneer there for Cavalryriflemen, because again, he spotted Ray laying down mines, so going for minesweepers makes a ton of sense. 2 thumbs up there to Cavalryriflemen, that's a very sensible decision. Plus, of course, once the tanks start hitting, having the Panzer Pioneers ready to repair them faster, it's not going to be a bad investment either. Yeah, we can see that Ray is finding firmly here to keep the victory points flowing for freedom. Trying not to bleed out. Panzer Pioneer heading out there. Ralph's going to engage with the Panzer Pioneer and the Bezieri. Ralph's going advancing. Greyhound moving in. Greyhound fires, whiffs. Panzer Pioneer glass with the Greyhound. We got our 5th Ralph squad for Ray. Really heavy infantry build here. Really heavy. Definitely a bit bold in some respects, particularly since I don't believe Ray has actually researched advanced logistics yet. So this combined with only now this late, I think getting up this is going to be a bit expensive for Ray. Definitely risky. At least Cavalryriflemen hasn't gone for the Panzer III yet, despite I think being in a great position for doing that. We also got the ambulance again back to the front line here. Ray using the building, I think, to destroy as much attention here away from the southern victory point. And there you go, M1 anti-tank squads hitting the 250 half-trigger. They like to shoot some Panzerwagen. Need to bail out the Panzerjägers. Oh, good call here. I think in the empty pop smoke. So that was risky. And there we go. Cavalry from the 21st Panzer Division with the Panzer III Model L. Mines that spotted, but crucially, serve the Americans with the BLs as well. I don't think we're gonna need a minesweeper for that, Jürgen. Put it away and get at the rifle. For the South Rifle, no Bezieri, Panzerjägers being about. Large wave of troops towards the center. And the south here, got the routes going to be attacked here. Big push there by Cavalryriflemen. 2 squads of Bezieri charging in there. Bredas and Kakana bolt action rifles that are laying down a hailstorm of Italian lit that is just dropping the riflemen there. In the center, another wave of attacks even Ray looking to like just overstretch here, I think. Cavalryriflemen, there you go. Ambulance being punished here, being too close to the front line. First anti-tank shot slams through the frontal part there, and of course the Americans pursue it like any good American upon seeing, any kind of ambulance. Their vision turns red, their thoughts turn only to anger and destruction. Ambulance there, though, does survive the American medical healthcare rampage. Bezier being pushed back as well.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Ambulance falling back here. Panzer III, of course, neat repairs as well. The M1 anti-tank, of course, doing a fair bit of damage. We're not seeing much else out of the array as of yet. Some advanced logistics, no other light vehicles, no attack. We of course have to see what Ray ends up doing. But still, at this point, Ray has halted the bleeding, a victory point.
We have 5 command points available.
Plenty of command points there for Cavalryriflemen, but isn't doing much with them. And there we go, we've got the lightest Infanteriegeschütz got the Simmerventum, we got the strafing run here. There we go. Bit of light artillery here, and of course on a smaller map like Road to Tunis. This is extra powerful because it can cover a large portion of the map from either within the base or close to the base. It can actually like fire almost into the enemy base actually. So definitely a very good map for it. And similarly to Pack Hat, for example. Got fast deploy, got seek and destroy. Definitely feels like Ray is going to, I think, try and go for the tank depot and then just get out discounted EC8s really fast with Veterans U1. That's obviously a lot of potential to being a very powerful strategy against the Germans. Meanwhile, Radford flanking artillery fire raining down there. Panzer Pioneer Bezier laying down fire here for the glory of the Deutschland and Il Duce. Strafing runs in there you go. Ray so caught up and he completely missed the Luftwaffe. As 2 Sturzkampfbombers or Stukas come flying in and absolutely rip through his lines. Still, even as Ray there is losing ground in the center, he is making progress in the south here. Thumbs up. And Cavalriflemen definitely feels a bit over-focused here around the center specifically. That's here rushing on. We got the lightest Infanteriegeschütz in, of course, continue to lay down that heavy fire there for the glory of Das Vaterland. The lightest Infanteriegeschütz was basically sort of very close range artillery, meant for largely firing almost directly at the target. To provide, general support for like infantry units. A little fun fact. And then we do get the tank depot of Rays. That definitely is going to be buildable Shermans. Later, though, the lightest Infanteriegeschütz was steadily replaced by the heavy mortar once the Germans copied that one off the Soviets. Fun fact. They would try and modernize it. I think eventually what was known as the Pak 50, which looked more like an anti-tank gun, but did also double in the infantry gun role. The Grand moving up here. Tank depot, slowly getting ready here for Ray. We got those Panzers there scoring a few hits here on the Greyhound. Leichtes Infanteriegeschütz firing away there. That'll also be its larger cousin, the Schweres Infanteriegeschütz, which was a 15cm gun, largely same purpose, just larger caliber. Rifling about here in the south, you got the Bezier in trouble with ground down the rifle squad there. Panzer Pioneer in glass, but the Panzer V is less than ideal here for Cavalryriflemen. And there we go, Ray's Riflemen trying to get to cover, only find pain and distraction and fire as they move forwards. Antoning, they're definitely dubbing a bit too fast as well. Cavalryriflemen could go for another Panzer III soon. There we go. Thumbs up. More Panzers on the way from him. And there you go. We do have the EC that's selected now for Ray, the buildable one. So combine that, of course, with fast deploy, war machine, and veteran crews. That's a lot of passive bonuses, of course, that can really allow Ray to gain some value out of just churning out a lot of EC8s. 163 to 390. Ray slowly working away there at the victory point lead. Last one out in the south. Second Panzer III, they're almost done here for Cavalryriflemen. North, we got the Grey on there sneaking about. And there you go, second Panzer III has arrived here for Cavalryriflemen, the Panzer III Model L. Last one sending fire here, we got artillery firing down there. Go, good shot from the 250. Panther Fleet joining in here, but yeah, it needs to consider like flanking around here rather than just driving the Panzers straight into the anti-tankers line of fire.
Ammunitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Got the center victory point away from the Americans again here. Forces of the 1st Armored Division definitely encountering some resistance, but Brad Pitt is coming.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Clearly someone paid the dues to the Brad Pitt fan club. Anyways, ground they're withdrawing as the Panther Fleet pushing forward. Anti-tank their squad straight in the Panther Fleet. 250 after supporting. Panzer Pioneer, Panzer Jägers, there you go. Blast the anti-tank crew there, leaving no survivors. Need to finish it off though, but there you go. EC8 and Brad Pitt to the rescue. Blasting the Germans here with a 7.6mm gun. And Cavalryriflemen definitely getting very skittish there around the Sherman EC8. And of course the arrival of Brad Pitt. And this of course allows now here Ray to recruit the anti-tank gun. And that's definitely, I think, a missed opportunity here by Cavalryriflemen versus Ray and the Americans. Victory points wise though, lead is still German, of course. Not that much time has passed. Ooh, mine goes off, but doesn't do too much damage, fortunately for Cavalryriflemen, and I imagine a bit annoyingly for Ray.
The victory point is being taken from us.
Ground Squad in the center, taking every fight from the best here. We got the 250 up to John as well. We got up north. Ground Squad joining in the fight for the center again. Heavy damage inflicted. We got an ace level Bessier squad here. Hardened veterans. Men who have seen much combat. Survived even more. Well, that's supposed to make sense. Ground Squad, they're being pushed back up north here. Greyhound being fixed up. So, how will Cavalryriflemen respond to these? And of course, they like the, you know, threat hang home, that, which is there's going to be a lot more EC8s coming down the road. Because a lot of the time when there's one EC8 there's going to be a lot more on your opponent, unless your opponent went for the call-in version. But again, if you got War Machine, you're pretty much encouraged to build EC8s in like large numbers. So one option, of course, here for Cavalryriflemen would be to consider going for the Flak 36. Particularly on this map, the larger open, you know, spaces there could make it very good to sort of set up to cover. He could also try and take up for, say, Stoogs, a Tiger tank, or he could just go for Manders by setting up the mechanized company to support the Panzer Division. I mean, there's several paths here that Cavalryriflemen could pursue. There's even the option of this Eventer, though in that case I'd definitely recommend some tanks and rounds. Or he goes for more Panzer Divisions. That certainly also works.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point.
Be a lot of artillery fire raining down death there. Panzer Fleet almost knocked out. Yeah, map control wise, you can see that Cavalryriflemen is starting to get very cautious. And he's conceding so much ground now here to Ray rather consistently. And of course, he's got a big victory point lead, so he can more easily afford it. But that said, at some point, you know, he's not going to be able to afford it anymore. So there are definitely some risks involved with Cavalryriflemen with the current strategy. Almost got the Route Squad here. Panther Fleet diving in there. 50 on the gun there. Machine guns blazing away there. South side there. Route Squad got this on the victory point. Panther Fleet diving in after them. With this 50mm gun. Good shot there. Center the phone to the Americans. Even as we got Cavalryriflemen, of course, focusing hard south. Ray, of course, is more than happy to exploit this opportunity in the center and move up, you know, move up his front lines closer to the German base as well. Here, Route Squad south here, holding out fairly well against all these tanks. Easy moving up, supported by the anti-tank gun. Forcing a swift withdrawal here from Cavalryriflemen. Has 3 Panzer IIIs though. Could try and like flank around, honestly, for some of them. Get past the anti-tank gun. But decides not to. In fact, ends up stopping up in front of all this. Route Squad here, filling up here. Greyhound joining in. Bessier taking heavy losses there, so they fight to keep Rommel's panzers going in the south here. Panzer Jägers being overwhelmed with the Route Squad here. Really not an ideal engagement, truth be told, here for Cavalryriflemen. It's not helping out at all. Panzer Jägers wiped out. Not a huge blow at this point, but even then, like, you know, the tear gas rounds can be helpful, like just slightly messing up things for an opponent's tank or tank destroyer during a fight. Even if the anti-tank rounds are going to, like, do a lot of damage, losing them still is going to hurt here. He's hit there, got one of the Panzer Pioneer squads there, and there's the one with the minesweeper. That's kind of a double whammy there, of course, for Ray. Not only did he just like wipe a Panzer Pioneer squad, removing a unit to grab stuff, and the unit can repair effectively, but also one that can spot his mines. So that's like extra good value. And of course, quick to lay down more mines, thumbs up to Ray, excellent play there. And we can see at this point, Cavalryriflemen is just getting sort of slowly strangled here by Ray. And we got a second EC8 out there as well, so further complicating the matches here for Cavalryriflemen, and of course he keeps attacking head on here against Ray. Which of course makes it easy, of course, for Ray to focus all the guns on the Panzer III half platoon there. A lot of risks involved, I'd say, here for Cavalryriflemen at the moment. I think he's like, focus more on the north center for now at least. Try and like, outmaneuver Ray. Try and utilize, his speedy numbers with all these fairly fast Panzer IIIs, but so far, Cavalryriflemen is seemingly reluctant to do just that. Pack for it, called in here, so yeah, it seems like Cavalryriflemen's going to try and slug it out here with the EC8s, which is not exactly what the Panzer IIIs are going to excel at versus the EC8s. That's definitely, I think, the wrong approach here, personally, from Cavalryriflemen. Not impossible to work, but even then, like, if he's going to slug it out, if he's going to absolutely slug it out versus the Sherman EC8s, I would strongly recommend the Flak 36, not, Pack 38. That's just me. Anthony, of course, scores great hit. EC8's flying well as well there. No HVAC rounds, so I'm piercing rounds here out of Ray's Sherman EC8s or the anti-tank guns. That's a bit of good luck there for Cavalryriflemen's Panzer IIIs, otherwise they would suffer a lot more damage. Even if they don't need the extra penetration, the extra damage does do a lot of work there. Further south here, Bravo Squad hitting the mines, getting pushed back. Bravo Squad versus the Desieri, Bredas versus Bars. And we see now in the fuel parts of the base being headed there. Good grit. Desieri being hunted down with Greyhound inside the base here. Bray further, I think, just displaying, really good map situational awareness, whereas again, Cavalryriflemen is losing more and more as he gets more and more tunnel vision here. And Ray is more than happy to support. Of course, in this case, the exploitation does backfire as the ground gets focused on. Duke a grenade off here. But still, he was able to just swing in there, hit the explosive retreat path because there's nothing here to cover it. Because again, everything was here. Like, there's just such a heavy tunnel vision there out of Cavalryriflemen here. So, good move there by Ray to exploit that. Excellent move. So, there's definitely, I think, needs to be a change in tactics here from Cavalryriflemen, a change in strategy on the operational level, because currently everything he's doing is just kind of playing into like Ray's hands. And at this rate, Ray's going to be able to just churn out another Sherman EC8 at a big discount. At which point the Panzer IIIs are really going to struggle to keep up here. And this, of course, ignores all the mines again, still all over the place here. So, situation for the German army is getting very prickly here. Got the anti-tankers riflemen forwards here. Panzer III hitting a mine there. Engine damage. Great work there for Ray. Opposite of great work, of course, there for Cavalryriflemen. Devastating. We got two 250 half as well there. Honestly, at this point as well, I would certainly recommend just going for the combat half-tracks upgrade. Get some mortar half-tracks going. Like, some mortars could help us, the anti-tank guns and the infantry in general. And it's not like he's using them to tow guns with anyway, so getting them some, more firepower could prove to cause be a good idea here versus Ray. But so far, Cavalryriflemen just seems to have kind of frozen in place there tactically or operationally, like just seemingly is struggling to figure out how to, break the current lockdown that Ray has got going against him. I mean, he's got plenty of armor, he's got a large force, but he's struggling, I think, to wield it in an effective manner is basically the issue. Hellcat moving forward to the M18 Hellcat. It's the first American tank destroyer attack is specifically designed chassis for the purpose, rather than just, a repurposed tank chassis, half-track chassis, or even in the case of the very first American tank destroyer, which was a Jeep with an anti-tank and strapped to the back. Hellcat flying with anti-tank joining in there. Panzer III almost knocked out. Out in 21 on the 9. Ray has finally overtaken here Cavalryriflemen in terms of victory points. Rifling forwards here. And again, large force here. A lot of speedy units, but the way that Cavalryriflemen using them just doesn't like leverage this at all. Cavalriflemen pushing towards the center here. Straight into a mine, taking losses there.
We have 75 points remaining.
Panzer they're getting hammered from all sides.
Fire at will.
Artillery called in here. The artillery capability feels like a bit of a last-ditch effort here. As Cavalryriflemen just feels like he's being cornered. And he's just, again, losing sight of things. Like, even he just pushes right away from the center, but ultimately doesn't do a lot of damage and ultimately doesn't lead to, like, better map control ultimately. It just creates, in a sense, a larger salient. That means, you know, there's more angles in the sense to attack now Cavalryriflemen from. Which, in some ways, actually makes the job tougher. So map control continues to be a significant issue for Cavalryriflemen. At this point, all he's done is just buy himself a bit more time, but unless the tactics and the strategy, you know, changes significantly, I don't think more time is really, you know, gonna help anything. More mines from Ray. 2 thumbs up. Again, excellent mine at Ray. Strong thing to do there. Grenades going off, rather than taking massive losses. Panzer saying southwards there. Going for these seats, we've got the M6 providing support here. No smoke screens. Almost got these here. We've got a course second one on the Hellcat ready there. Go. Panther Fleet's going to get knocked out. 25 points left. Panther Fleet kaput. Engine bursting into flames alongside the munitions, cooking the entire crew in a matter of seconds. Barge squad flanking in. Panther Fleet moving up. In the center, EC8 lining up for some aggression there as well. Panther Fleet suffers a damaged engine. EC8 pushing forwards. Brad Pitt is in the offense. Doesn't matter though. It is GG. Game over. Bitter blow there to Cavalryriflemen in the end. He was so close, but ultimately got tunnel visioned and basically just lost map control. Not just directly, but also in the head. Just the entire map seemingly just vanished before his very eyes. He just only saw a tiny part of the map and just misplayed, I think, his Panzer Fleets. Like, he was trying to use them in a way they're just not really good at in the game. And I think that proved to be one of those crucial elements where Ray was just able to, like, exploit that and sort of slowly turn the game around. I think had Cavalryriflemen been more active with the Panzer Fleets, more active flanking and maneuvering, I think he'd had a better chance. But again, he just got so focused on the center, and then the south, basically ignoring the north. Just, you know, the entire match just sort of melted through his hands like, you know, a really, really melty wax thing. So, there you go, though. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.